I remember a time when money was backed by something tangible, something precious that held universal value. A time when the world's currencies were tied to the glittering allure of gold. Well, maybe I lied a little. I'm less than 40 years old, so I obviously don't remember those times, but I'm here to explore them together with you. Welcome to Economic Rhapsody, the channel that discovers history to understand the future. This is the first video out of two about something we all heard of but don't really know much about. The gold standard. And today, we're going to explore its origins and adoptions. Please subscribe to support the channel to get notified once the second part of this fascinating piece of economic history is live. So hold on and let's get started. The gold standard is a monetary system that once dominated the global economy and shaped the course of history. But how did it come to be? Before getting into that, let's make sure we are on the same page here. So the monetary system is what actually manages a country's money supply, interest rates, and monetary policies to regulate the availability and the cost of money in the economy. Today, in 2023, it is a hot topic as this is almost the only means taken to calm the inflation down, without great success so far, to be honest. And just to enrich you a bit further, a few words about its stepsister, the fiscal system. The fiscal system involves the management of government revenue and spending through taxation, government expenditure, budgeting, and debt management. A recent example of this would be the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act of 2009, led by President Obama following a deep recession that started 2 years before. I also promise a full episode about that economic event, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel. So, the concept of the gold standard can be traced back to ancient civilizations, where gold was highly valued for its rarity, durability, and its aesthetic appeal. It was used as a medium of exchange, a store of value, and a unit of account, making it the perfect form of money. Fast forward to the 19th century. The discovery of gold mines in various parts of the world sparked gold rushes and led to a significant increase in the global supply of gold. As a result, many countries began to adopt the gold standard as a way to stabilize their currencies and promote economic growth. Under the gold standard, the value of a country's currency was pegged to a fixed amount of gold. This meant that anyone could exchange their paper money for gold at a fixed rate, giving the currency its value. Central banks played a crucial role in managing the gold standard, ensuring that the supply of gold and currency remained in balance. The gold standard was seen as a symbol of stability, providing a sense of security and trust in the monetary system. It was hailed as a breakthrough in monetary policy, as it promoted international trade, facilitated investments, and stimulated economic growth in many countries. But as we know, every good thing has its own problems, and the gold standard was no exception. Don't worry, we'll get to this too. So, let's take a journey back in time to explore the origins and development of the gold standard, a monetary system that left a permanent mark on global economics. Believed to have originated in ancient civilizations, the use of gold as a medium of exchange, a store of value, and a unit of account gained popularity due to its rarity and enduring nature. Historical evidence and archaeological findings suggest that the oldest use of gold as a medium of exchange was done by the ancient Egyptians around 5,000 years ago. And with time, as modern societies evolved, so did the concept of the gold standard. In the 19th century, many gold mines worldwide were discovered. From California in the west, through South Africa in the mid-south to New Zealand in the east. As part of the gold rush that evolved, people from Western civilizations established dozens of big sites for gold mining around the world. An interesting fact would be the lack of resistance from native people in some of the areas that didn't see the value of this strange yellow material, like the Zulu tribe in South Africa, for example. But don't worry, they had plenty of other good reasons to get badly clashed with the white invaders. Anyway, this gold rush boom led to an increased global supply of gold. This, in turn, led to the adoption of the gold standard to stabilize currencies and promote economic growth in many countries. The idea was simple. Each country would attach the value of its currency to a fixed amount of gold. This meant that anyone could exchange their paper money for gold at a fixed rate, giving the currency its value. And let's face it, without the gold standard, estimating the value of goods could get downright absurd. Imagine trying to trade cows for coffee in a barter system.
I'll give you 10 cows for that bag of coffee beans.
Is that a fair trade? How many cups of coffee does one cow produce? And what's the going rate of milk to beans? See, it gets complicated really quickly. That's why the gold standard gained widespread adoption as a symbol of stability and trust in the monetary system. In the late 19th century, countries like the United States, the United Kingdom, France, and Germany embraced the gold standard as the cornerstone of their monetary policy. It made international trade a breeze by providing a stable exchange rate, ensuring that countries could easily engage in commerce with one another. The gold standard had its fans, and for good reason. It encouraged investment and capital flows, as it instilled confidence in the stability of currencies. No more scratching your head trying to figure out how many chickens a bushel of wheat is worth. With the gold standard, currencies were backed by a tangible and universally recognized value: gold. So while the idea of cows and coffee may sound amusing, the importance of the gold standard in facilitating global commerce and promoting stability in the monetary system cannot be overstated. It was the gold standard of stability, and it made the world of trade and investment a whole lot simpler. However, as I mentioned, the gold standard also had its drawbacks. One of the key challenges was the limited supply of gold, which could put a dent in the money supply and economic growth. It's like trying to build a huge sandcastle, having the talented human power needed for it, but with only one bucket of sand. But hey, at least gold had some tangible value backing it up, unlike some cryptocurrencies out there.
Introducing Bitcoin, the digital currency that's backed by nothing.
Just to be clear, this channel is not against cryptocurrencies, and not in favor of as well. And to be more accurate, you don't really care about my standing regarding crypto or any other kind of investment, right? At least I hope so. Another problem is that the fixed exchange rates under the gold standard could create imbalances in international trade, leading to trade deficits or surpluses. Despite its flaws, the gold standard remained in place for several decades and played a significant role in shaping global economics. But as we'll discover in the next video, its reign was not without controversy and turbulence. So, I'm sorry for nudging, but do not forget to subscribe to both get notified once the second part of the gold standard is live and to support the channel. Economic Rhapsody. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.